Two gentlemen in the underground so scene, talking about music and the lifestyle we dream. Sipping on champagne, living in style. Underground penthouse where we reconcile. Discussing the good, the bad, the true. Underground music, what it means to you. Breaking down the beats, dissecting the rhymes, spreading the love, one verse at a time. In our tuxedo, stepping out on the town. Underground penthouse, we hold it down. From the dim lit clubs to the streets at night, we shine a spotlight on the underground spot. Our tuxedo, stepping out on the town. Underground penthouse, we hold it down. From the dim lit clubs to the streets at night, we shine a spotlight on the underground smile.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now it's time. We are here. We are live. Clap it up, everybody. This is Underground Penthouse. I am your boy Volcano, and I'm sitting here with your boy DJ Oplex. Shout out to him one more time. Yeah, we got the sound effects and everything today. Got you unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. You gotta turn your mute. You muted for some reason. There you go. You got it? What's up with that? Why we don't hear you right now? Why we don't? We just had you. What'd you change? Or can I not hear myself? Wait. How about now? And I still get nothing. Where was that at? Where did we just hear? I'm not hearing you. So, and it was funny because I was just listening to you and we were just talking and we were just going and it literally just went out. Small speaker says, I hear that. I hear everything going. Technical difficulties, they tend to happen. So, yeah, we're going to figure this part. I'm figuring this part of it out because why am I not hearing you? That literally just happened. We was just talking. Where are we at? Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at?
Check.
There you go. I got you now.
Check. It was on my end. It flipped my settings back. Crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy when it went live. But hey.
Episode 9, we are here. Round of applause. Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It happens.
Yeah, let me make sure it ain't go back and do no okey doke on my side. Everything good. Everything looks straight. All right, we in there like swimwear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are y'all doing? This is Underground Penthouse. I am your boy Volcano. I'm sitting there chilling with your boy DJ Oplex. Shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to everybody tuned in. Sorry for any kind of technical stuff going on in the beginning, but we are here. We are live. We are getting it. How was your weeks, man? How you been? There you go again. It's like every time you want to talk, it's like, nope. I don't know, whatever you did last time.
Check, yeah.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It definitely cut it off. It's giving me. Let's see what happens. So yeah, the week has been busy, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? At the job, CG corporate gang, and definitely been a busy week. It kind of as we approach the end of the year, man, holiday times, and I think things speed up on my side. So it's been good though, man. Lots of dope music out. Had a relaxing win. The Lions are continuing to make Sundays. Round of applause.
Shout out to the Lions. Shout out to them Lions, y'all. Them Lions have been doing it, man.
KC lost, so we are the number 1 ranked football team in the NFL, man. We are not used to this.
No, not at all.
As fans, we've been fans all of our lives, and it's interesting to have this feeling. Now we know what Chiefs fans feel like.
Right. Now we wasn't even at this point during the Barry era.
No.
So this is definitely doing like numbers. This is definitely doing great things. So again, round of applause to them, because this is by far, you can't beat it.
Absolutely, man.
You can't claim it to be anything else outside of greatness, man.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell is doing his job. He's doing his thing. Each one of those guys out there playing. Jared Goff, even though he had 1 year where it was kind of, Easter egg or throwing up 5 picks and everything, but it's still able to climb out and see. I'm going to talk like them. We still fought through adversity. We still fought through a lot of hard times. They're a really great team. We went up against some of the best. So now we're facing them now, and we're here. Truthfully and honestly, I feel like the Lions set. You know how like in video games and stuff like that, you got certain milestones and everything to unlock different things.
Yeah.
Like throw 5 interceptions and still win to unlock Zadarius Smith.
Yeah, and I mean, they said that no quarterback. I think the last time a quarterback threw 5 picks in a game and won, I believe it was like 2014. So a decade ago. Like basically, when you throw that many picks, you lose. All odds,
yes,
you lose. Like,
typically you're a losing team. But in a situation like this, we still fight back. We bite ankles, bite your knees, crawl back up. Ain't that what he said? We're going to bite you again. We're going to bite you again.
Absolutely.
And we're going to keep on coming. So, yeah, shouts out to that. Big time shouts out. We're enjoying seeing the Lions. Definitely enjoying seeing them going on. So, I'm repping as much as I possibly can. Yeah, so we're gonna get into it. It's been a long week for me also. I mean, just a lot of progress. And shouts out to one of our sponsors, Volcanic Engineering is in the house.
Nice.
Yes. Sponsor anything custom metal working that you actually need. You can find it right there. From handshake all the way up to the completion. You're gonna get it done with a great smile. So yes, definitely make sure you look into it, volcanicengineering.com. Some great guys. Also brought to you by the Central Media. Check out centralmedia.com. Graphic design needs, also video editing needs, a whole bunch of stuff that you can possibly get. So make sure you follow up with those guys. So now, what do we got today?
Man, so let's go ahead and get into the swag and sounds of the week. What have something you've been watching? You were saying you wanted to talk about what you've been spinning on the tube.
I just finished up Penguin. Now, I mean, as a side note, I went through. Now, Penguin, if you have not seen this is the Penguin from Batman.
Yes.
But this ain't Penguin from Batman. This is
is this like origin stories? Like what, not a spoiler alert, but like, is he deeply ingratiated into the underground criminal lifestyle, or is he on the way up? Like, where does the story start?
Yes. So he is on the way up. He was a driver for one of the ladies in one of the mob families and everything that was there. And I mean, this is deep. Have you seen the movie Joker? The first one, not
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes, Joaquin Phoenix. You've seen how realistic that Joker seemed and looked. That same realism, you take and put that into this Penguin. Except he is a straight up gangster. Like this is Sopranos Penguin. This is choke him out and leave him dead in the spaghetti Penguin. This is not the top hat with the funny voice and everything. His face is disconfigured. His feet is kind of messed up. He walks around with a limp. He was treated like a putz or whatever all the time because he was just really a driver. But he actually built himself up and got to the point to where he ended up taking out families and taking out and going for the goal, all trying to make his moms proud and everything. And he had his personal issues, but definitely it's something to catch, something to watch because it's a completely different spin. It's a whole new spin. No Batman involved.
Gotcha.
You're not seeing the Cape Crusader. you seeing a straight up
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Italian, mob version of Penguin.
The Penguin.
And your boy Colin Farrell did a great job playing him. You can look at him and wouldn't even tell that that's who it is. He looks nothing like him. Looks absolutely nothing like him. But that's him the whole time. So yeah, shouts out to him. He did an amazingly great job on that role and playing it to the T. And even the supporting cast and everything in there. I don't want to give away anything else, but yes, definitely go and pick up and watch Penguin.
I think quietly, and I'm gonna say this, and it's probably an unpopular opinion, but I think probably in the last 2 to 3 years, I feel like DC has actually been edging Marvel.
Kind of on the, and here's the thing with Marvel typically being your like flash and explosions and sticking to the comics type of deal and really appealing to that type of crowd. DC has been twisting it and taking it to like, hey, we're going to make this look as real as possible.
Yeah,
we know
humanizing the villains and heroes,
Yes, they are really doing a good job of humanizing. Ever since the Zack Snyder cuts,
that's when it started.
That's when
about 5 years ago when they dropped the Justice League and it started getting crazy, man.
Yes, it did. It started getting amazingly crazy. That Zack Snyder, if you have not watched any of those, even opposite other films and everything outside of that, because what's the other one that was on Netflix that was pretty big? It's going to come to me because they did version 1 and part 1 and part 2. Man, what was it? It was because it's almost like a Star Wars type of movie. The way they did it, I'm gonna have to look that one up. Zack Snyder.
Is it the metaverse kind of vibe?
Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know if you watched that one. You got into that one at all?
I haven't seen that.
Are you a fan? Are you a fan of Star Wars in any way, shape, or form?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this will take you to it's kind of a interplanetary travel.
Okay.
It's more of a rebellious setting, but man, the story is deep and immersive. It's not full of it's not full of too full of the weird characters or the crazy characters and stuff like that. It's actually straightforward. It's basically them trying to protect their land, but it's definitely a good watch. I thoroughly enjoyed watching each version of it, whether it was the Zack Snyder director's cut or just the normal edition of it. Rebel Moon was dope. Part 1 and part 2, you watch those, and you'll be thoroughly surprised and thoroughly entertained by watching those.
The round of applause, Penguin, Rebel Moon, swag and sounds. That's what we
Yep.
Episode 9. All right.
Yes, this is episode 9.
All I got is for the sounds. I got Ice Cube. And I just saw today that he is going to drop a new album. I believe that is going to come out this year.
Okay.
He dropped another single, and it's called "So Sensitive," and it's a modern song. I mean, it's talking about, is the pronouns going to trigger you? Is the gender going to what's it going to take? All y'all sensitive, and I like this one better than his first single. So. Shouts out to Ice Cube, So Sensitive. Go ahead and pull that up on your streaming platform. Dope.
Go ahead and get that one. I like that My Ego, especially the video.
I like My Ego too.
Yeah, I like My Ego. This one here, I'm gonna really have to check out. I haven't heard this one just yet. This because when did it drop?
It dropped within maybe the last 5 days.
Nice.
And it's straight up up tempo West Coast funk beat, bro. It's fire.
Oh, yeah. Shouts out to them because the West Coast, man. You see, and you told me about the whole Snoop and Dre. They bringing another one out.
New single out now, Gorgeous. In fact, listen to the Set the Bar Mix Show, episode 108. I broke that song out, Gorgeous. Janae Aiko, Snoop, Dre. and round of applause for Dr. Dre maturing with the production. It sounds like some like 2024 Earth, Wind, and Fire stuff, bro.
Yes, it did. It did. I saw that, and I like the scheme. What they said is like him, Dre, Snoop, and Jimmy Iovine sat down with it, and if it wasn't up to snuff, it wasn't going.
Only takes one person to say that's not it song doesn't make the album.
Right, exactly. And if that one said it's a no, then it's a no.
Exactly. All right, man.
So,
Well,
yeah.
let's episode 9, man. Let's crank up. It's so much to talk about, man. It's big because we do this every 2 weeks.
Yes.
So much to talk about, and here we are, Culture Talk, episode 9. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this one, but let's go ahead and do the election disclaimer. Let's just get it out the way.
Would you like to take the floor?
I would like to take the floor and say that as a people, as a culture, right? I'm talking about all people, all cultures. We can have a tendency to be really hard on each other.
Yes.
A round of applause that black people do it better than anybody else.
Yeah.
Right? So my disclaimer is, regardless of who you voted for, these are the times where we're going to have to respect people's opinions and try to be as loving and understanding, especially understanding as possible, because just because you voted for that person doesn't make you necessarily a bad person, right? And so I just feel like we got to be careful with each other as universally. I think these are those times where you're going to have one opinion, somebody else is going to have another opinion, and you may have to just kind of pull back a little bit instead of pursuing the dissent, if you will. What you got on it, man?
So, I appreciate and I value the process of which has been formed to
right
to elect
the Republic.
Okay.
Democracy.
Yes, it's democracy. It is. I'm going to respect that portion of it, but I will say this much. There's a whole lot of temperature checking that is being done.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of things that we need to actually watch out for in the decisions that's been made. I said that I was going to sit back as much as possible, and the minute, and I'm talking about the split second, that I see something going in a direction of which I don't believe it should be going, I'm going to have something to say regardless of who got up in there, okay? Regardless of who did it, like, hey, now, this ain't what you said. And for the same goes the other way. This ain't what you said.
Yeah.
This is not what you said it's supposed to be. Now, if y'all picked it and he don't do what he's supposed to do, hey, are we great yet? I'm going to be asking this question a lot. I'm going to be wondering and making sure, are we there yet?
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
Absolutely.
Are we there yet? Because I've had folks that wanted to, like, they held it in all day, and then they finally got to the point. It's like, I just need to know, what's your opinion? We've been here before. I've been here before. I've seen it before. I know exactly how this show goes.
Right.
Get in there, do the work, shut your mouth, do the work, and everything will be okay.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
If you don't believe that some things are still going to go up, yeah, they might. There's things that tariffs and everything has caused, and me being in the manufacturing industry, I have seen firsthand what that does. Things that I need specifically go through the roof. And it causes other things that I need specifically to go through the roof.
Right.
Whether y'all saw that or not, don't mind. But I just hope that in some way, shape, or form, all the stuff that was said that is going to be done for all cultures, all the way across these walks of life, are going to be done. Now, I will say this much to my upstanding supporters of the folks on the opposite side of the aisle. And again, let me be clear.
Okay.
I don't specifically identify with either party.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I don't. I just don't. There's stuff I see on the liberal side. There's something I see on the conservative side that actually, as this type of person, I see what they saying. Me as this type of person, I see what they're saying. So I can blend the two. All right, what's it called? Libertarian, somewhere in the middle.
Yep, you got that. You got progressives too. Yep.
Yeah, you got that. Put me probably in that category. Okay, so when I see myself in that category, I really don't tend to disagree with either arguments.
Right.
Because there's portions and pieces from each side of it. That's clear. But
sure,
here's what I do as being this guy, as being that guy.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all right now, the ones that y'all are the upstanding ones, get your folks, get your homies, get your peoples, because they out here fooling right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And before it gets too ugly, just let it be known. Like, get your folks. I'm gonna let you take the floor. I gotta take this too.
Okay. I mean, that's what's up. Yeah, I think we leave that right there, on our election disclaimer. But I want to talk about Culture Talk. Episode 9 is, should we be more focused on the fact that Mike Tyson got his ass whipped, right? Should we be focused on that, or should we be looking at the fact that maybe we really got scammed by Jake Paul here?
Man,
I think if we look at Serrano, right, and we look at Taylor, and we see that, which if you guys didn't see that fight, right, that was right before the main event, that it has been stated that Serrano threw 104. I think she landed 104 more punches, right?
yes.
Regardless, that fight was so close that it was unbelievable to me, that all three judges had it going to Taylor.
Yeah.
It was, they had it at 95, 94.
It was close though.
It was super close. It's, oh man.
It was close though. It wasn't as if let me see. I'm trying to pull up the stats.
Because I think what happened is that Taylor didn't land as many punches, but she also didn't throw as many punches. I think Serrano landed more punches and threw more punches. And so I think you're right. That I mean it was a close fight, but typically in fights that are that close, you will have a judge. I just have a hard time with that being a unanimous decision.
I have a hard time with that also. If I can, I'll pull this up right now. So we have looking at this whole thing here. So this is what we got. Total punches landed and thrown, and that's going by round. This is jabs. This is, let's see, final punch stats. So yes, body power punches landed. Where do they have everything?
See, yeah. So I got Taylor. I think we may be looking at the same thing. So I got Taylor throwing 217 punches on the body.
Yes.
9
total jabs.
Yeah, and 208 power punches. Serrano, 278 power punches. Total jabs, 46. And total punches, 324. These landed.
Right.
And so how could this happen?
Yes, and so you see across the board.
Yeah, and this is the
she's-
CompuBox. So we are looking at the CompuBox, ladies and gentlemen. So these facts are certified.
Right, exactly. So there's no way, shape, or form. Like even with the fact that she also was deducted a point for the headbutt.
It was unbelievable.
So I'm unless somebody read this whole card wrong, I went back in now the night of. I fell asleep on the fight. I ain't gonna hold you up. It was looking grainy. I was tired. I fell asleep.
That stream was rough.
The stream was pretty rough. So I ended up dozing off on it. I'm like, I'll watch this later. I did go back and re-watch the fight. And unfortunately, I can kind of see why they kind of leaned a little bit more towards Taylor. But because some of those rounds, she actually was like, she was doing a lot. She was very like, even the punches that she did hit, they were effective. The punches that she did do, they were square. So they might have looked a little bit better than what Serrano's did. To me, that's my only opinion, is that her punches probably
they look like
landed.
they were the impact was harder on Taylor's side. I will say that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Especially with the fact that you're looking at her with a bopped up eye, which came from 2 headbutts, which clearly she kept headbutting her and kept headbutting her. Headbutted her 3 times. I counted at least 3 times that she headbutted.
Easy.
All right.
Well, and the ref didn't call it till late in the fight.
No, he didn't call it till late in the fight whatsoever, and that's which is stupid to me. They should have paid a lot more attention. He should have jumped in on that, and like he was telling her certain stuff like, "Hey, watch this, that, and the other. Stop clinching, stop holding. You know, like fight a better fight."
Yeah.
He's like, "You're better than this. I know you're better than this.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can fight better than this," and she would not.
But my thing is we got that going on. So you could say that one was you could kind of see it going unanimous, right? You could kind of see how but I think what a lot of people are saying about the Tyson fight is that I feel like I got duped because I saw him in the ring and sparring and he looked absolutely amazing. True.
He did.
We don't know when those videos were shot. Age, looking at it looked like it was right around this time. He didn't look super young. He looked about his age. The question becomes, we're thinking Mike was an old man in the ring and he doesn't have it anymore. Now, since it's been marinating in my mind, I'm wondering, was that fight just rigged? Like, no, Mike could have done more than that. And that's not how that fight was supposed to go down per MVP.
I'm not gonna say that the fight was rigged. Here's what I am going to say: that the one thing, and Roy Jones said it, the one thing that you cannot outrun is age. Even though Mike he looked amazing in sparring, he looked amazing on the training videos, he looked amazing in all the stuff that he was doing for his age. You really didn't see much of what Jake Paul was doing. When he got in there, he had on a chicken hat. He threw a couple little punches. He put on an act. He didn't really show you what he could do.
It's true.
He probably could have did a whole lot more. Here's the thing, though. Mike was a problem for him. He was going to be a problem for him. But then he got hit just right to where he stumbled back. And he had to pull something in either his back or his knee that ruined the whole night. It ruined. He caught a cramp or something. Like whoa, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, this is real, and it's over with at that point. He didn't get his legs back. Roy kept saying, "I don't like the way his legs looking." He was looking fine. First 2 rounds, he came out swinging. He was hitting it. It was at that point when he started. That's why he kept dancing around every now and again just to see if he got his legs back. He didn't. He never got his legs back after this point. So he couldn't get up under himself to really lunge and throw them punches the way he needed to throw those punches. He couldn't move the way he needed to move because he was hurt. He old.
he is old, and it doesn't take much when you're almost 60 years old and a late 20-year-old is punching you
Right. Didn't he
to
almost
get
had,
hurt. You know what I mean?
he like almost had 3 strokes. He been laid back smoking hella weed. He had appendicitis not too long ago.
I mean, you just go air him. HIPAA.
I mean, this is
No, I'm joking. I'm saying
this is publicly known information. So I mean, yes, I want him to get in there and show the world that he can still do it and possibly knock out Jake Paul. Absolutely. Did I really believe it was going to happen? Absolutely not. There was nothing in me that was telling me that he was going to knock this kid out at all. Was he going to box with him and it was going to be a good fight? I was at least hoping for that.
it wasn't even that, yeah.
Look at historically though. Even as a youngster, Mike never had to go more than 8 rounds or more than 4 rounds. He's been knocking everybody out in the first round, fight after fight. So this is why he loses to Buster Douglas.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I almost put a bet, and my bet was that he would take it, but probably within like 3 rounds. And I was basing that off of the sparring films.
Yes.
that I saw. So round of applause for Volcano because he didn't drink the juice.
No, I didn't drink the juice. He looked amazing. He looked amazing in sparring. In the words of Bruce Lee, boards don't hit back. You wasn't seeing him fighting actual people. He's been like, okay, spin back to when he was the Roy Jones fight. 4 years before this, right?
I mean, Roy ran from him the majority. I was telling my lady that. I was like, yo, Roy, we watched that fight, and it was like they kept saying Mike returning back to the ring after 20 years. And I'm like, why aren't they mentioning the Roy Jones fight? And only thing we could come up with is because Roy ran from him basically that whole fight. So maybe they're not even including that.
But at the end of the thing, I see what you're saying. But they also did ask Roy Jones, like, hey, was it any point that you might have been like kind of afraid and everything to get in there? And Mike jumped in like, hey man, I ain't been boxing for 20 years. Why ain't nobody asking me if I'm afraid? I'm afraid. Like, I'm scared. I don't know what's gonna happen. He said he just had a fight a couple years ago. I ain't fought in 20 years. You mean to tell me you guys don't care about the fact that I haven't fought anybody? I gotta turn that voice on. You mean to tell me you guys don't care that I haven't fought anybody? Like, this is ridiculous. This is stupendous. I mean,
stupendous.
This is stupendous.
It's stupendous, bro.
This is absolutely ridiculous that nobody even cares about the fact that I haven't been fighting anybody in the past 20 years, and I get in the ring with Roy Jones Jr. and you think that I'm actually gonna win? That's the way he was looking. I ain't none.
Man. A round of applause for Mike Tyson. Volcano nailing the impersonation.
Right. So here it is. He fights he waits 4 more years. He fights 27-year-old Jake Paul, who's been in the ring with basketball players, football players, MMA fighters, and everything, and has won. Now, this is what I need Jake to do: fight a real fight. Okay.
He wants Canelo, and I don't think he's ready for Canelo.
Now
he gonna mess around and get knocked out messing with Canelo.
If he fights a legitimate boxer, he loses. If Jake Paul fights in his age class and weight class boxer, Jake Paul loses.
Yeah.
Hands down. There's no, unless he does some very, very vigorous training and recreating of his brain to get him in the form and out of that social media. I mean, let me not even say that because I'm kind of tainted. Get him out of that mode that he's in because he's dodging guys.
Yeah,
like he gonna probably fight Shaq next. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming up next, Jake Paul versus Shaquille O'Neal. He in there Turn your dick in.
I already told you guys from the jump I always had Shaq fool. But this
Yeah,
time I'm just
exactly.
gonna use my hands.
Yeah, man, he's gonna fight Shaq next. People been putting up memes. His next fight is gonna be Ric Flair.
Vengeance for Mike Tyson. I didn't like what he did to Tyson.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get revenge.
And I'm bringing Charles Barkley. It'll be in my corner, so you already know what's about to go down.
That's a terrible idea. I'm not doing that. That is an absolutely terrible idea. That's terrible, terrible, terrible. I am not getting in the ring with Mike Tyson.
Shut up, Chuck. Chuck, stop. You already know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, man.
I hope. I hope everybody. I think they just this morning was saying that they had about 1 million people watching, man. So they're saying that was like the most popular sports event, essentially, of like all in terms of demographics of who was watching of all time.
They crashed the site. That's why it kept glitching the way it was glitching. They literally had so many people watching at one time
Get that
they
404,
crashed
yeah.
the site. You got to understand, you got Netflix has their own servers. And you got all these people watching other movies outside of that. Then you got 120 million people trying to watch this fight live as it's being produced. They're trying to watch. They crashed the site. Man, somebody took, and I wish I could play that video, but I wouldn't play it on here because the way it acts. They did that to a football game. It's like if NFL was live on Netflix. And they showed it. It was like
it looked like NFL Game Day, like 2005. I saw that.
No, it didn't. It was an actual legitimate. It was a legitimate game. It was clear, and I think it was like Aaron Rodgers or something. He went back to pass, and he threw the pass, and right when they got ready to catch it, the little swirl icon popped up, and I screamed. I was hollering. Because right when he got ready to catch it, it just started swirling and swirling and swirling.
That's horrible, bro.
Then it picked back up and they went to reset the play, and he got to run another play, and it swirled again.
Yeah, bro. That's essentially what was happening.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. I tried logging.
I mean, here's my thing. Coach and talk, we got to give y'all the juice. So we got to talk about stuff that maybe you'll go talk to somebody else about. We in the Penthouse, like Chris Volcano, Oplex, you know what I'm saying? We, not only are we foodies, but we cook.
Okay.
But then all of a sudden I heard about this. Big homie hit me, and he told me about this. And I thought, we got raisins and potato salad. It's been done before. Weird stuff that happens out here in the culinary world. Some people like strawberries and garbanzo cheese in their salad. I'm not too much, funky, tangy, sweet vibes. Weird stuff happens. So when I hear weird things in the culinary world, it doesn't really faze me. I'll be like, okay, I can kind of see that. But this here, seasoning charcoals at the barbecue? What did we talk to me, because we didn't get too in detail about this. What's going on here?
I'm going to do this because this other source that I had, it literally just died that I was about to watch this on. But I want to,
because you can get like seasoned charcoals, right? You could get like onion seasoned charcoal, something like that.
You can go and buy flavored charcoal.
Okay.
That you can do. I'm not going to hold you up.
Flavored, yes.
That you can do.
Not seasoned. You said, oh, I see what you did there.
I'm telling you this because these people, these humans. Let me see if I can share my stuff here.
We got an exhibit coming.
Exhibit A.
Oh yeah, I want to see this.
What we have here is somebody what you see with a charcoal grill, and these people have decided to throw seasonings on their charcoal. That's onions. That's seasoning. That's all kinds of other stuff in the coals. All right, and they really think you. Look at my man's face though.
Yo, this is wild, man.
This yes.
So we're wasting our precious seasonings. Laurie's, Tony's, Louisiana. We're seasoning the charcoal. And did we have like onions and peppers? What?
Listen. No. Hey, dog. Let me say this much. All right. I think people are. This is what I think is happening. I think people are just trying to out stupid each other. All right. These people with the food videos are trying to out fat each other, and people with other stuff is just trying to out stupid each other. All right. Because there's no way you should have like deep fried, extra fried deviled eggs stuffed into a turkey and wrapped in bacon. It's just like, how fat can you make it? Then you get these people that saying, how dumb can you make it? They're whipping up anything. Listen, if you season your charcoals, it's going to do nothing but create fumes. It's not going to be flavor. It's not going to get in the meat.
It can't be healthy. On the meat. It can't be healthy.
It can't be, because you're burning. Okay, what's a key ingredient in most of the seasonings that you get? Salt.
Yeah.
You're burning salt. You're just burning salt. And you creating fumes. You can't breathe that stuff in.
Oh,
you throw the onions and stuff in there, it's going to burn. It's just going to smell like burnt onions. If you got wood, wood is that creates the smoke. The smoke is able to impede into the meats. That's the whole point of grilling, is doing it with these wood things to get this wood flavor in it. If you want onion seasoning in there, if you want it to taste like something else, season the meat. Don't season the meat. Don't season the coals.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Underground Penthouse going to 2.0 version to tell you, don't season your charcoals with Laurie's and onions.
Not season your charcoals. It does nothing.
The holiday season is here, and some of y'all gonna light up the barrel. Don't you ever.
I've seen folks put oil on the coals, like olive oil or certain oils.
It's gonna burn off. I mean,
it's gonna burn off. Yes, it is. It helps it to burn longer. All right, whatever. Cool. Do you season it? Even that's still gonna create fumes and all the rest of the stuff off of it.
This is wild.
This is coals. I understand us as a culture, we be trying to come up with something new, something innovative, but I think just people are trying to out stupid themselves. This is just as bad as I seen the video of the woman with a class teaching little girls how to do pole dancing. Like 12-year-old and 4-year-olds and little kids, they're doing pole dancing. Stop. Listen, and let me say this much. Sisters, please talk to your sisters. Tell them, let them know. Come on, man. Y'all got to speak up. Fellas, you got to speak up. You got to tell them. Don't just let them talk and just do things just to keep them quiet. Hopefully you can get some at the end of the night. Talk. Tell them this is wrong.
Yeah.
This is not right. Stop taking babies to pole dancing classes. And by all means, stop seasoning your charcoal. Jesus, man. I don't know who be coming up with this stuff. Why? I see these little skits and stuff that be on Instagram and everything, and I be commenting. These are my comments when I see this stuff. Like people breaking up, are you really going to be leaving me for this, that, and the other? I literally be commenting on these people's stuff like, who is writing all these Harlequin Instagram videos y'all making? Who's writing all these scripts?
Yeah.
Like the girl that got pissed off at the man because he brought McDonald's for his child, not her. You remember that video?
Yeah.
Fake. Who wrote that script? The same person writing that script is the same one writing the bill. Oh, you not going to pay the bill for all me and all the rest of my girls? That's a script, son. I want to know who's writing these Instagram scripts. Who's going up giving out ideas saying, hey, You make a video about seasoning your charcoals. You make a video about little
It's
kids
crazy,
twerking.
man.
Who is doing this? Who is doing this?
We're living in a world where people are doing things for the sole purpose of getting attention.
That's all it is.
And on the internet, doing something regular isn't gonna go viral. Often not, right? It's something that's like way outside the norm.
Yes, and it's beyond stupid. It's beyond stupid. It's to the point to where it's like, I don't know what's gonna be next. Some stuff is legitimately funny. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Some stuff is actually legitimately funny. What happened is we took the essence and the role of the actors out of the hands of the actors. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. We took it out of the hands of the actors and put it into the hands of these people.
Yeah.
And said, you can make videos and everything. Now, that's why we're here. We got the opportunity to sit down and talk to y'all and tell y'all what's good and give y'all our opinions and all the rest of the stuff. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're not going to try to do you harm, though.
That's the difference.
We're not going to lead you down the wrong path.
Just two guys from Detroit in an underground penthouse.
Yes.
That's all it is.
We're going to tell you the good information, like wash your chicken.
Right.
We're going to tell you the good information.
Lemon juice, water. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And if you don't want the salmonella to get all over the rest of the kitchen, guess what? There's something called bleach. All right? Clean up the kitchen afterwards. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Oh, and also a public service announcement.
Yeah.
If you get COVID, don't use bleach.
Well, yes, by all means, don't use bleach. Don't put the light. Don't put the light in your veins. Don't put man, dog. I keep reverting back to this. Y'all elected a man that jerked off a microphone and talked about a man's penis on the podium. Like, what's my man that's Arnold Palmer? Arnold Palmer was a great guy. This man, if you see him in the locker room, you say, "Oh my God, that's great." Dog, he talked about another man's thing, jerked off a microphone, and he calls people like these, man, bro. And then y'all want to be out here on the streets. This is where we're at
as a country.
And then y'all want to be out here on the streets. I'm going in right now. Y'all want to be out here on the streets walking through Columbus, holding up y'all Nazi signs and everything, talking bad about folks. You won't do it at night. Oh, no. You won't do it then. Yeah, you won't do it then. I don't know if you saw the video. That's what I'm saying.
I saw the video. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just like I'm telling sisters, talk to the sisters, tell them don't take your kids to the pole. It's not right. Fellas, don't just try to keep them quiet. You upstanding supporters of the Cheeto, tell your homies that's making y'all look bad, chill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chill.
Facts.
Because they showing signs. It ain't even did the transition yet. And y'all are already showing signs.
Yeah.
And it ain't cute.
Yeah.
It ain't cute.
Bad actors do feel entitled. We saw that the last time. And so brace yourself for the next 4 years. I think we got 10. I wonder, do we have time? In fact, let's talk about this. I want to squeeze this into culture talk, right?
Yes.
Because I was talking to a local DJ, and the post was basically asking about the name some of the kind of rappers that we would like to see more of in hip hop. And his DJ came in and he responded that he feels that fans need to be more accepting. And I didn't of modern day hip hop. And so I wasn't able to get the details on that. But in my head, if that means fans to just say, you know what, that trash sounds good, then I'm not with it.
No. My question is, what fans is he talking about fans in general or like the OG fans of hip hop?
This is a millennial that thinks Trippie Redd, Juice World, and XXXTentacion are legends.
Okay.
So from his standpoint, I mean, he's kind of on some of the younger modern hip hop that honestly a lot of 30-year-olds don't even get into, and he's about that age, but he likes that stuff. So in my head, I'm thinking like, well, is it because you're into the music that a lot of us don't listen to, and a lot of us don't think it's popular, and a lot of us don't think it's good? Is that why you're saying? No, I think everyone has the right to say, I don't like that.
No, everybody has the right to say I don't like that, and you can't say that there should be. Let's put it like this: you can't say that there should be more people accepting a certain. I'm going to be contradicting myself if I say that. I want to say that the ones that get attention got it for that specific reason. Either you're a clown, either you're a true MC, either you're, you know what I'm saying, like, or you're right somewhere in the middle that has a good happy medium between the two. Your production is either great. It's one of the things. There's some reason that these people are selecting to listen to these particular artists. And you can rate them all: beat selection, lyric content, character.
Yeah, we went through that, like the
style.
Jay-Z scale, the Jay-Z rubric.
You can go down that whole line, and each one is going to kind of outweigh the other. You know, nobody has all five.
Right.
All right. So certain people, like I'm a West Coast Dirty South head because I really enjoy the music.
Okay.
I really enjoy the vibe and everything of it. I like East Coast stuff. I like boom bap. I like the lyrical. I like this, that, and the other. But it doesn't twist my face like some of that South. Like, I just heard like some Little John the East Side Boys and was like,
right. That's
like,
fair.
Yeah, of course it's not lyrical, but it makes me feel like this.
You can feel it. Yeah, you can feel it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So certain people get certain attention for certain things, and you can't tell the ones that are not reflexive to that type of thing that artist is portraying, that they should change their ideals and go after the stuff that artist is portraying because it doesn't fit them.
Right.
That's like telling a person that does not have the gene to allow them to enjoy cilantro to eat cilantro.
Yeah.
That's or to not like mayonnaise or something like that. If you don't like it, you just don't like it.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line.
Period.
So you can't say that there should be more hip hop fans or accepting this type of music.
Right. It was that term that resonated, like more fans should be more accepting. It's like, I mean, this is like going into the aisle that has all the tea. If I try Earl Grey and I don't like it, it's unacceptable. I'm not buying it anymore.
Right, exactly. So you have to realize and understand that the fans that are able to and are willing to accept it is all it's going to be.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
If you go into any form of writing class or writing profession, the first thing that they're going to ask you when you're writing is, who's your audience?
Yeah.
You write to your audience, and that's it. You may grasp a couple outside of that and grow your audience. If it happens, so be it. If you don't, so be it.
Right.
You fall right where you fall. And that's, you do as good as you possibly can. Not everybody, like I just seen the one with Ari Spears talking about Kendrick Lamar. He was like, no, he's like, you know, I appreciate the guy, but I don't think he's top 20. And he ran down like 20 other people who he felt was much better than him.
That's fair. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's his opinion.
Absolutely.
He didn't even say, oh man, I just hit Fade Black on my own self. He didn't even say Ice Cube was up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can tell he was picking a whole bunch of people. But that's your own cup of tea. That is what it is.
Yeah,
that is what it is.
So yeah, I think we're siding with let the fans just call it as they hear it, man. I don't think I'm not into the whole fans should be more accepting. It's a very subjective game. People listen and they place their opinion on it. And it just is what it is.
That is your yearning desire to find more people like you. That's exactly. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
You're just trying to find more people to be in cahoots with you.
Yeah.
That's it. More folks that you can actually talk about this type of music too, because typically you can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah, no. Round of applause for that, man. Yeah, that's what it is. I think that's what it is. And if that's what it is, just say that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just say that.
People ain't gonna say that. They don't know how to internalize and say that. Don't nobody know how to own up to their own responsibilities or their own emotional intelligence.
Yeah. We got it, man. If we got to save EI for episode 10, that'll be a milestone. 10 episodes of the Underground Penthouse. So we'll get into some Alan Watts and we'll get into EI. But for now, the great debate is about to be real spicy. Before we get out of here, y'all, let's go ahead and turn this thing up. You know what I mean? You're going to hear it from Chris Volcano first, but let's get into the Underground Penthouse's most overrated rappers. We only can pick one. We only can pick one for this episode. We try to get you guys out of here. You know what I'm saying? Chris Volcano.
Y'all gonna hate me.
Your number one. It's gotta give me your number one most overrated rapper.
My number one most overrated rapper. This is the most overrated rapper of all time to me. And I have to give this championship title to none other than Wayne Carter, Lil Wayne.
Oh, what?
Yes. Man.
Yo.
Yes. Absolutely.
That is an unpopular opinion.
Way too overblown. There's way too much hype that goes to this kid.
Break this down for me. Hold up. He's got the swag. Hold on, we got to pull that Jay-Z. Don't
say what my baby do. I'll make you pick the world up and I'm dropping on your ugly head. Mrs. Officer. Young Moolah, baby. We like a cop guy. Dog.
Okay. So are you all right? So you're okay. We're talking about
real G's moving silent like lasagna. Come on, man. Dog, this dude just be making up crap and just say it.
But you don't say the G. That bar is viable. You don't say that. You say lasagna. You don't say lasagna.
It's right. You don't say lasagna. But here's,
you say lasagna.
Like here's what drops him down a couple. Like
okay.
A milli is how old, right? It's
probably at least probably a decade easy.
It's a decade, okay? If you ask Lil Wayne to perform a milli, he's gonna forget half of the verse. All right. And that's one of his top songs.
He's got teleprompters.
He has teleprompters, and people recite his own lyrics to him, and he's like, "Who's that?"
but what I'm saying, I mean, I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. I'm gonna play it. If all your songs are you freestyle, you have to look at how long he's been rapping, man. I'm just saying.
Snoop, all of his songs are freestyles. There's no excuse.
Snoopy
and you
freestyle?
put Snoop freestyle. Snoop does not write. That's why he's always SNOOP, double G. Snoop ain't lyrical. He just got the voice. He just got the sound and the swag. Listen to his sound. Like, listen to the way he says certain lines and everything. It's like always tied in together. Sometimes they don't 100% rhyme.
The pitch and tone with him is a real thing. Kind of like DMX. It's serious.
There's no real story. There's no actual flow to the way his stuff goes. It's freestyle. He said it. It's all freestyle. Jay-Z writes in his head. That's one thing. I know how to write in my head. I've done it before. I've done it on a ton of songs and everything.
Yeah.
So I know what it is. Snoop Dogg freestyles. He walks in, he says so much, cuts it, says so much, cuts it.
Gotcha.
That's what he does. I've done it before. Lil Wayne does the same thing. And he just throws in together whatever is in his drugged out mind at the time. And no, he doesn't remember half of it. And that's why I'm like, no, he's overrated.
Okay, that's fair.
He's definitely overrated because of that fact. Live performance is subpar. His lyrics are okay, and I just think the attention that goes to him is way too overblown. It's too overblown. It's
Wayne has bars like, I went to A and B just to get to C.
Right. And come on, man. Like,
could it all be simple? Put the gun to your face, then I pop it like a pimple.
Right.
He does very well with stringing together. It's kind of like a little skill he has. Stringing together very basic common sense bars.
Now he does that. And I tell each person, like each rapper, good or bad, has at least one song that is worth it. And he at least had one album that I can say that I listened to repeatedly. And that was Carter 3.
Carter 3 was fire, yeah.
I listened to Carter 3 consistently. Set the Stage on Fire.
Yeah, fire.
Dr. Carter, Mr. Carter, whatever it was, then, he had some songs on there. That was the first album that I can say that I actually listened to cover to cover multiple times. And it was probably one of the things like because I was at work and you know how you working and got to hear something in emotion or whatever. I was doing production type of deal. So I needed something. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy, I treated the same way. But Jeezy is not that lyrical.
No.
He's not. But Jeezy does it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Jeezy doesn't disappoint.
And see, I think it's kind of like an unsaid line in hip hop that the South, you don't necessarily have to be lyrical. Where I feel like when we get over to the East Coast hip hop, it's almost like if you're not lyrical, don't even come outside.
Don't even come outside.
Don't even get in the studio. Yeah.
No,
like you see what I'm saying? If you can't give me good similes, metaphors, East Coast, New York, Virginia, Jersey, all that, nah. Right. And the West Coast gets away with that too, man. The West Coast isn't necessarily, they don't have to be bar heavy.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost as if you're not a part of the animal that city creates. If you don't have the traits that city creates, then you can't.
Yeah,
you can't say
that's a good point.
You can't say you can't say you from New York and can't walk a few blocks or can't what I'm saying? Don't know how to get on the train.
Yeah.
You can't say you from the South if you don't know what how Southern hospitality is or probably can't cook some shit.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
I like that.
You
I
can't
like
say
that,
you can't say you West Coast if you know. So it's like each one. You can't say you from here if you don't know nothing about cars. It's
right.
So you have to have the traits of the animal that your
the region
area
you were born and raised in, pretty much. Yeah. And if you don't
have that, then that's what it is. So the fact that he started off, he wasn't writing his own stuff, and then he picked up and changed from wobbly drop it to now he lyrical miracle spiritual real G's moving lasagna and can't remember his lyrics. No, you don't get the belt. He's completely too overblown. It's completely blown out of proportion. So my vote goes to Lil Wayne.
Round of applause for Lil Wayne making the Underground Penthouse most overrated rapper.
Yes.
Mine is so easy that I don't even know if there's going to be a lot of commentary. I'm always down to pull from the past to learn, but I'm going to tell you the future is overrated.
Yes, he is.
He is almost an embarrassment. It's not a shot to him. But if you look at everybody else in the Dungeon family,
Okay.
it's almost like, y'all sure?
So wait,
Y'all
wait,
sure?
wait. Dungeon Family. He was part of Dungeon Family?
He's excuse me, not Dungeon family. My bad. Let me take you back. He was in that organized noise camp. He was hanging out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was in that
Yeah,
organized noise camp. So he was right there. He was right there, man.
Dude, can we actually, like, let's keep it real. Can we actually consider Future to be a rap artist?
Yeah.
Or,
And I thought
or
about
is,
that.
is he
I
like
thought
a
about
new
that.
age R&B artist?
What does he call it? Like Future Hendrix? Let me look. He's still gonna be deemed a rap. Yeah, he's a rapper.
They
man.
deem him
It's-
as a rapper because they don't know exactly how else to categorize him.
They got
You
him
see
as
what
an
I'm saying?
American rapper and singer now.
See, that's the society placing him in that, man. We know this is not. We know singing when it's singing. Drake been singing. All right, Drake
Yeah,
puts out
facts.
R&B albums. But
Facts.
I don't care. This is if you singing on it, you melodic on it. If I put it like this, if 90% of the song is you harmonizing or trying to, you're singing. It's R&B. Let's just keep it a buck. Lyrics is lyrics.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
you got more lyrics than a typical R&B song, don't make it not R&B. You see what I'm saying? Future, I can't consider to be a rapper to me because he's turn out the lights. I'm ready for I know I see a problem. That's he's singing Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yes, they sang on their hooks. Got to make that money, man. But after that, got to get on my grind. Went to the 9 of them. That's spitting.
But see, Future does kind of sometimes he does break off from more of the melodic mumbling to the more choppy rapping mumbling. This is what they have. Check it out. Nadavius Damoon Cash, right? He's 41. It's amazing he's 41 years old. I just couldn't see being 41 going in the booth and doing that. But known professor as Future, American rapper and singer, known for his mumble style vocals and prolific output, Future is considered a pioneer of the use of auto-tune melodies in trap music.
Okay, that's a good way to clean it up because he wasn't a pioneer of auto-tune. That was actually T-Pain.
Yeah, facts.
So, and even if you want to consider what he was doing as trap music, T-Pain wasn't necessarily. T-Pain wasn't.
No, T-Pain was definitely.
T-Pain wasn't trap music. T-Pain was not trap music whatsoever. Damn, man, I'm hitting it with the voice. T-Pain wasn't trap music. T-Pain was actually. T-Pain was R&B music, and everybody seemed to like it. But he what? Yeah, I see what he's saying.
Because he's still. Because I mean, like, I see what you're saying. No, I think they have him right. He's a rapper and singer. Yeah,
in
rapper
trap
and
music.
singer.
Yes.
In trap music. Yeah,
he's a singer. He's definitely a singer. And I mean, even now, here's the messed up part. If you listen to T-Pain's earlier music, that was rapping. Like the style and everything that he was using.
Yeah,
He's
something.
about
No,
to
some.
be a
Yeah,
real dude. Yeah. I'm about to turn out the lights when they clean out the lights.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he would turn up on the hook. But
Yes.
a lot, yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
you think you hot,
yeah.
you think you rough, you think you tough. Say what? You know, it's like that style. That's rapping. And he even called it the album like rapper turned singer.
Yeah, that's
When
right.
he's on Bartender,
Facts.
he's singing. On the other song, he's rapping.
Yeah.
Future is
It's a hybrid on one song. He can bounce to both spectrums. I think that's problematic. I love fusion music. This is definitely like what Future does. What a lot of these mumble rappers do is they're blending song and rap all in one verse, and I think this fusion is not good for music.
No, it's not.
I think you should let a singer be a singer. I think it's okay because with the auto tune, you can't really respect the singing.
No, you lose the respect of the singing once you
Once you
turn it
process
off.
it so much, I mean, you know what I mean?
Yes. You lose the respect of the artist and everything once you turn on the auto tune because of the fact that we believe that you're supposed to be an actual singer.
That's why Drake doesn't need the auto tune.
Oh God. Yeah, man.
Cause
He's
I don't
overrated.
want to sound like my homie Future.
All the Young Money is overrated.
That just came out of.
Yeah, all of it. All of it. Drake's overrated. Nicki's overrated. Tiger's overrated.
Tiger's over.
All of them. Every last one of them. If you was on Cash, if you was on Young Money at any point in time, you're overrated. That's just you're a product of your environment. Y'all all overrated. Drake, we saw that when you was freestyling. You was freestyling and taking, you know what I'm saying, your phone and reading your lyrics. You bit Soulja Boy of all people. You lost the biggest battle of the world to Kendrick Lamar, which you were supposed to lose. But then to rebound, you come back with Juan Guan Delilah. Come on, cuz. Come on, man. Come on.
It just goes to show you, that's where you can see how much he's in his head. And I would probably say that Drake obviously has a big ego, because anyone with common sense that could get outside of their head knows, even if you didn't want to address Kendrick, that you're not going to do that Juan Guatemala song, man.
No, that should be the turn. Like, wait, we about to put this out when? Nah.
No, not now.
No. Juan Guandalaya was an SNL sketch. Y'all should have put that on that or whatever.
Crazy, man.
After that battle, you've got no music. One, you've got nothing but Instagram posts and pictures of him with his two little ponytails and all the rest of it. That's all you got. And Juan Guandalila. Nah, man. Nah, dog. Your king lost. Okay.
Oh, man.
Everybody that was a part of Young Money, they all through.
In game.
They all through. It's all overrated. Unless Nicki was going all that book, that she was overrated too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I've always felt that Nicki. Yeah, and I think she did. I don't want to take flowers from her, because I think she did open the door. I mean, after her came Cardi, and I mean, Rhapsody had been out there, but I'm just saying, Rhapsody still doesn't really get pushed by the machine. But Nicki did open the door for females to get back in, because we lost Lauren and then things got quiet.
Yeah, that is true. So she did open the door and everything back up. I think
it needs to close now. I think we're okay.
Yeah, I think it's getting a little. I think it's getting a little out of hand. Let's just.
Shouts out to a round of applause for the ladies. We ain't hating. It's a lot of femcs now. It's a lot of y'all.
I seen the sketch from SNL. I just saw this today, and it was, you know how they do the Evening Report or whatever it is, Colin Jost and Michael Che, and Michael Che was on there. I'm so mad that I'm repeating this, but Michael Che was on there talking about that. It's showing a possibility that within 6 million years that all men may be extinct from the planet. Okay, like there's definitely certain stuff showing the breakdown in chromosomes and everything that's leading to a larger burst of women, and that within 6 million years, the planet will probably be ran by nothing but women. And then he followed it up with saying, maybe at that time y'all can finally get y'all little president.
On that, you know what? On that note, bro, we should probably shut it down. That's all we give you. But no, I'm challenging that, because when you talk to women, a lot of times, man, women don't be liking women, man.
No, they don't.
They are so amazing. Bless. Round of applause for the ladies, man. Y'all special.
You said it. We hate on each other the best.
Yeah.
We hate each other way better than all the rest of y'all.
We do.
That's so messed up. That is a horrible rubric to add. That is horrible. He said maybe by then y'all finally get y'all little president.
Just get the men out the way. And y'all just go ahead and do y'all thing.
As much as I hated hearing that was hilarious.
Man, that's just comedians, man. I love it.
Oh man, definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, we gonna wrap right there.
Yeah, that's it.
I think we did enough damage. I think we did enough. I'm your boy Volcano. Sitting there with your boy DJ Oplex.
You know it.
This is Underground Penthouse Podcast. Make sure you go like and subscribe. I'm seeing the Facebook page, Underground Penthouse Podcast. We got a good amount of people that's on there that signed up. You can be on there too, and then this way you can see updates and everything on there. So we got a good amount of followers that came. I know I happened to look back at it today and say, "Whoa, wait a minute, where did all those come from?" Yeah, so
that's what's up, man.
Definitely keep
appreciate
coming.
the support, man, and keep tapping in with us, y'all.
Definitely appreciate that. So by all means, keep tapping in with us. We're gonna make sure we hear every 2 weeks. I fixed the board. Y'all can finally hear the music and the claps and the sound effects.
Round of applause. Volcano in the building.
Man,
Did the work. It's not easy. It's easy to view it, but it's more complicated than it looks when we go live with this audio and visuals, yo.
Yes, it way
Appreciate
more.
you,
We still got more to go. We still got more to do and add to it. So yeah, by all means, thank you very much. Tune in the next 2 weeks. We will be back here again. No telling what we're gonna be talking about, but we'll keep you posted. Make sure you stay following us on the Facebook. Make sure you stay following us right here on YouTube, Volcano Tech Health and Audio. And also make sure you tune in to the Set the Bar Mix Show on Facebook as well. You got your podcast that go every Friday. Also,
you know what I mean? Roughly once a month, but typically drop it on the weekend, man. Episode 108 is out, y'all.
Got you. So definitely tune in. That's on Spotify. You can catch that. And then Plexology is about to drop.
December 6th. Plexology is out. Copper Woo available for streaming now. That's the first single this Friday. Telepathy dropping. So shouts out to the homies King Rap, Kendall Spencer, Mo Mackey, Joey Hustle. That's a bonus track I'm giving y'all before the album drops next Friday, man.
Yes, next Friday. Get ready to tune in. That's right after Thanksgiving. So yeah, let's get it. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk a lot more emotional intelligence. Keep that in your brain. Emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
We're gonna speak on
talk
that.
about it.
We want to get deep. We want to get nice and personal with y'all. But until that time, for myself and DJ Oplex, we are Volcano. We are the Volcano. We are Underground. Hey, listen, it was a habit. I used to have to do that. We are the Underground Penthouse Podcast. We will see y'all in 2 more weeks. Have fun.
Peace and love, y'all. We go.
So gentlemen in the underground, so sing, talking about music and the lifestyle we dream. Sipping on champagne, living in style. Underground penthouse where we reconcile. Discussing the good, the bad, the true. Underground music.